Because rich people care more about their satisfaction than the money in their pockets. As simple as that. So if you're able to offer value to them that's satisfying enough, they won't think about the money that they're giving you for it. A few years ago, I was working as a salesman selling a very difficult product, a product with a bad reputation. But then I was able to turn it around and make it something so useful, so valuable that people started coming to me looking for it. And today I help companies do the same with their businesses. So Alex Hormozi was asked how we would help this company that's making about $1.7 million a year, double their revenue to about $3.5 million a year. And while I think his answer was useful, it just didn't get down to the bottom of the problem that this company was having. And I'll show you exactly why. But I'm also going to demonstrate to you what is it exactly that my framework helps me do for companies. So I'm going to play the video where Alex is helping this company. And first we're going to watch the beginning just to get a sense of what the company does and what the problem is. Then I'll move on to demonstrate how I would help this company improve their operation and increase their revenue without any extra cost. By the end of the video, we're going to compare both our improvements in terms of potential revenue, but also how easy it is for the company to implement. So yeah, let's get down to it.
This is Cody. He runs a custom trophy and plaques business doing $1.7 million per year. It's a family business that's been passed down for 4 generations, but the business only makes 6.4% profit, barely $100,000. And after taxes, it's even less. So if Cody wants to pass this down to his kids one day, they're not going to inherit a thriving business, just a low-paying job with long hours and a lot of risk. I'm Alex Hormozi. Let's talk about trophies.
Yeah, so my name's Cody Schulzen. I own Trophy Outlet. Last year we did about $1.72 million in revenue, mainly trophies and awards, personalization, about $110,000 in profit, 6.4% net margin, and I'm 3rd generation owner of the company. We've been in business for almost 40 years. So.
That's amazing. So when I saw his low profit margins, I immediately think, is it a per unit thing that he doesn't have good economics on, which could indicate a pricing issue? Or he just needs to sell way more volume based on his fixed cost? And so anyways, I needed to dig to find out more.
So I want to stop here because Alex accurately identified the issue, meaning it's either a pricing issue or he needs to sell more volume to make more money, right? Meaning they're making way too little money from the customers that they're probably spending too much money to acquire, or from a business that they're spending too much money to run.
So who do you help?
So mainly coaches, event organizers, as well as businesses and organizations, as well as gag gift purchasers.
I got that vibe.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you help them?
So we offer free engraving, fast shipping. Everything we do is personalized to the business or the individual. So they go to the website, to our platform, purchase, add the personalization info, their logo, things like that. And then we fulfill it. If it's needs approval, anything like that, but most things ship in 1 to 2 days.
How do you make money?
How do we make money? All right. So on our website, direct on our website, most of our products kind of land in that $100 to $150 price point. We have products that range from $4 all the way up to $900.
So how do you get customers?
About $2,000 so far.
Got it.
And ads there. So.
The channels get super overwhelming because we're spending so much money on ads and agencies and what's working, what's not working. So just getting clarity from Alex on that piece alone is super helpful.
Well, how many customers have you sold so far?
In 2024, direct on our website, and I have this broken out per channel in a couple slides, but total visits is about 90,000 visits to our site, about 2,500 orders, just a 2.8% conversion rate, and about 781 products. So it's a lot of products.
Is everything...
Okay, so I'm going to stop it here. You can watch the rest of the video on Alex Hormozi's channel if you want to see more details about the company. Up to this part, we already know what the problem is. It's in either the pricing or they need to sell loads more of products. But as you will probably see in the video, they're already selling a lot of products. So I don't think the load or the amount of products sales is the issue here. So it's definitely a pricing issue, right? So I'm going to get to business and find ways for them to increase their revenue without any extra costs. Okay, so one of the 4 pillars of the Contribute to Succeed framework is that to increase profits or to become profitable, anything that has to do with net profit margins, if you want to make more profit, what you need to do is increase the value of your offer. Not increasing the price, but increasing the value of your offer, and subsequently increasing the price, because whatever is more valuable is worth more, right? But you need to focus on the value that you're offering. Offer more value to your target customer. The reason we're focusing on more value is because our target customers is rich people. To say bluntly, rich people or higher earning people, a higher earning social class. That's what you're aiming for, because rich people care more about their satisfaction than the money in their pockets. As simple as that. So if you're able to offer value to them that's satisfying enough, they won't think about the money that they're giving you for it. In the case of this business, what satisfying value can they offer their target customers? Well, first, let's look at what is it that they're offering right now. What they're offering is, in one sentence, trophies and plaques. That's it. They trophy and plaque customizing business. You order a trophy, they customize it for you. That's it. To understand the value that we can offer to the target customer, we have to ask ourselves, what is the motivating desire for the people that are looking to come and get a customized award? What is it? And there are two types of desires, right? There are external desires and then there are internal desires. The ones that you don't talk about or that are not so obvious, right? The external desire is probably because they want to celebrate a new achievement and they want a physical token or representation of this new upgrade, right? That's the external desire. Now, what would be the internal desire of wanting to celebrate a new achievement? Is it simply to party? I don't think so. They would have gone to a nightclub just celebrating for the sake of happiness or whatever, right? Why is it that to celebrate their new achievement, they choosing to do it with an award or a plaque? That's because what they're really looking for is recognition. That's the internal desire that's motivating them. So now we know their external and internal desire, right? To celebrate an achievement for the sake of recognition. So now we're going to adjust this company's offer to reflect what high value they're offering to their customers, right? Because trophies and plaques doesn't sound really valuable. But if you talk to their internal desire, you're able to clearly communicate what is it that you're offering and how highly valuable it is for them. So the new high value offer, or the clarified high value offer for this company, is they're now selling status and authority through trophies and plaques. So now that we have this new high value offer of selling status and authority through trophies and plaques, let's add to it everything that we think is going to increase the likelihood of them attaining this, or at least the perceived likelihood of them attaining or conveying status and authority. And obviously here you recognize Alex's $100 million offer strategy, right? Now let's see, what other skill or advantage does the company have that we can add to the offer? Well, thanks to all the social media advertising and all that they've been doing, that's actually able to generate $1 million revenue per year from products that range from $20 to, I don't know, $500 or something. That tells you that they're pretty savvy social media advertisers, right? So we're going to add that to their main offer because it seems to be a very big part of the skills that make their company work. So we're going to add that and we're going to call it visibility tools and social media placement. So now your new entire high value offer with increased likelihood of occurrence, right? Or increased likelihood of success is now selling status and authority through trophies, plaques, visibility tools, and social media placements. Going from a simple trophies and plaques business to now an entire service that helps you promote whatever achievement it is that you're trying to promote and get the recognition that you're looking to have by ordering an award. So now let's get back to the video and look at Alex's verdict and recommendation. And then we're going to look at how this new system, this new value proposition translates in terms of the actual pricing and features that we're offering. All right, so the results are in, and first we're going to watch Alex's verdict and his recommendation on what the company should do. Then I'm going to show you what I've done with the pricing, right? Because we determined that the problem was the pricing. And I'm going to show you what I've done with the pricing based on the new value proposition that we just crafted.
So what's interesting is that a lot of these TikTok ones also do well on Instagram. So you could repurpose there. Do you post on Instagram?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I just started.
Yeah, at least you're getting you'll get a double, you'll get double usage on that. But yeah, TikTok is like the perfect platform for you for these bad gifts. Like it makes complete sense to me. They did 250,000 in a month, and so the reason I said the 10 million is like, okay, well that happened on accident. Let's do it on purpose. Right. And if you can do 250 a month just from that, it's like, well, there's 3 million.
Yeah.
I think you getting really ridiculous with the volume will get you a lot better. And I think this is one of those things that you should live close to.
Okay.
Like you. This one is going to be this is like the big commitment of what's the bet we're making. The bet we're making is that mastering TikTok, live selling, etc., is going to be the way.
It's definitely a new skill. It's a little intimidating to know, like, okay, this is where 80% of my time is going to go now for a new task that I've never done. But very innovative, which I love innovation. I love thinking about like, oh, hey, how can we be different than the industry? And this is definitely different.
Now, the second part of kind of like TikTok mastery is going to be
Okay, I'm going to stop you here. You're just going to go on to explain to him how he can use this recommendation that he just made, right? The TikTok mastery. Now let's take a look at the new pricing model that I've crafted for them and how it helps them increase the revenue without any extra cost, but also how easy it is for them to implement, because the CEO of the company did just say that it's a little bit intimidating, the idea of having to learn this new TikTok thing. Okay, so just to reiterate, their new offer is now selling status and authority through trophies, plaques, visibility tools, and social media placements. So this has basically turned into a business that turns whatever achievement that you're trying to celebrate into a big deal, whether it's a professional achievement or whether it's a gag achievement, like being the newly appointed CEO of Hustlers. You can turn all of that into a big deal by basically adding more visibility and authority to the achievement that you're celebrating. So now, how does that actually improve their pricing? What does the new pricing offer looks like? So here are the 3 packages that I came up with. The first package is at $300 or $299. And this package includes products that are ranging from $4 to $50, but also a digital badge for your emails or for your social media platforms that could look like a logo or like a banner, right? But a digital badge that's like a digital announcement of whatever it is that you've put on your award. Also a social media profile set up in any social media of your choosing, whichever one it is in which you want to promote or announce this new achievement. So for professionals, that will probably be LinkedIn. So they'll set up your profile on LinkedIn to announce this new achievement. The post with professionally taking pictures of your trophy, an entire copy that announces this achievement in the best way for it to attract the most attention or convey the most status and authority. So that will be for the first package, right? You get your trophy, you get a digital badge, LinkedIn profile set up, a post, but also a simple strategy guide for continuous visibility in whichever social media it is that you're promoting this achievement into, right? A simple guide that they can follow and apply maybe every week or every month for continuous visibility and promotion of their achievement. And then every other package that comes from there on is just to basically increase the likelihood or the perceived likelihood of them conveying this status and authority in their field, right? But just adding more visibility tools and more social media placements. And the top of it, the ultimate will be an actual press release in whatever magazine, whatever that you think is relevant to their professional career. And obviously, any of these packages can be sold as upsells, right? For anybody that's buying any of the products at any price points, you can just upsell to them any of these packages if they're willing to pay for it. It doesn't have to be for a particular group of products at a certain price point or whatever, but I just decided to package it like this to give you an idea of what's doable, because if they're buying the cheaper products, let's say between the $4 to $50, they're probably not going to want to spend that much also on promoting whatever achievement it is, right? But you can upsell any of these packages to them. If they're willing to pay for it, don't stop them. But now here's the fun part. The goal is to not only promote these people, but to do it in a very classy and professional way. Meaning it's not going to look like their clients is trying to promote themselves, but rather that they are being promoted by some organization that promotes professional, and all the promotion is going to be done through the company's own social media profiles, unless the client requires otherwise. But for the purpose of conveying authority and status, I think it would look better if the client was being promoted through the company's own social media profiles, and obviously with a link that links to their own social media profiles. But now here's the really fun part. Every time you'd be doing that, you'd be actually promoting your own business at the same time. And this, I'm talking about this company, right? The trophy making business. So basically, they're going to get paid to be promoting their company with every client that pays them to promote them. So now here's the really, really fun part. After this is the last one. For the gag side of the business, for which I think they should create their own channel, the gag side should have its own channel. This is going to become huge because you're now going to have social media profiles filled with pictures of funny gag trophies and awards and copy that people have gotten for themselves. And people are going to spend time scrolling through all these different funny idea of awards that people have had and that they spend money to turn into a big deal, right? Which makes it really fun. So you're going to have that as an attractive social media tool that's going to increase your own visibility throughout the internet. And so this is basically how this company would increase the revenue without any extra costs. Obviously, all the social media stuff that they're going to do for their clients, they're going to get paid for that upfront. The reason we want to fix the pricing is because ultimately what they're looking for is to have more money in their pockets. So but TikTok will definitely increase the revenue, but if they're still making 6.4% out of that revenue, out of that $3 million that they're looking for, it does the trick, right? I'm sure it makes with them more money, obviously, but they could make the same amount of money without having to increase their order volume or their fulfillment capacity or whatever, right? And not only that, the TikTok thing is going to require some initial investment, right? Which is really a problem because they're already spending so much money on ads. He did say that earlier, that the channels are killing them. They're spending so much money on it. I just don't think it's a smart move for them, especially with the low profit margins that they're having. If they had more money, obviously, but it's good general advice, right? It's like finding a company that's not doing Facebook ads, and then you tell them, why are you not doing Facebook ads? You should do Facebook ads. It's good advice, but it's just not an easy solution at all, especially not for a company that's struggling with net profit margins. So this will help them get more money immediately, right? So they can immediately start making money with this, and then later on add the TikTok part with the money that they would have made. So I don't know why Alex didn't touch that much on the price. I don't know, maybe because the TikTok opportunity just jumped right at his face, right? But although it is something they can do, it's just not something that solves their problem. They do have a problem, and the TikTok thing is an opportunity, but it's simply not made for them. That's also another pillar of my 4-part framework, right? And it's actually the first one, is that you should go for opportunities that are tailored for you. Some opportunities are for you and some are simply not tailored for you for one reason or another. It might be a question of timing or whatever. For this company, TikTok is not the opportunity that is tailored for them. Although it is an opportunity for any company that's not doing it, or it is an opportunity for the nature of the gag product, right? But for where the company is, for their needs and their capacities, TikTok is not the opportunity that's tailored for them. They just need better upsells focused toward delivering more of what they're already delivering with the awards, which is recognition, status, and authority, right? And thanks to the social media advertising and all that they've been doing for their business already, it's going to be exponentially more easy for them to put this in practice and gain the revenue that they're looking to have, especially profits, the net margin profits. This is really what it's going to do for them, because they're not going to spend any extra money to do this. So that's it for today, and please do me a favor, like, subscribe, and share with your friends, because this type of content is not really fun, right? It's not going to be very successful. It's only for the people that are actually looking for this type of solution, and they might not know that they will find a solution like this on YouTube. So do me a favor, share with whoever you think is going to find this useful. And if anybody has any idea how to get in touch with this business owner and will maybe share this with them too, I'm sure we can agree that this is going to help the business tremendously, right? So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you on the next video.